count the LPers, 1, 2, and... Oh, it's just me. So, welcome back to Memory Heroes, and, yeah, sorry to disappoint, but, it's just gonna be me for the finale. You see, originally, I wanted to, have everyone on for the final episode, but, turns out coordinating the schedules of 7 different people kinda difficult, so, yeah, I'll do my best here. That said, I don't think it's gonna be too hard, because this last stretch of the game is essentially one giant cutscene, you know, and here I'm like, what the, why isn't the, why won't the, like, it's weird that the checkpoints fail to load properly sometimes, but yeah, a lot of cutscenes, a couple boss fights, and we're done. So yeah, we're here at the end of the game, and, yeah, I do like, even though the final little area here is simplistic in design, I do like it, yeah. And again, I feel like part of the... they must have ran out of development time here, because... Or at least that's just what I assume, maybe not. But, like, here they're all like, oh man, we gotta search for him in this giant tower, and it's a straight line. Yeah. And also they were nice enough to give us Peacock Bro for this upcoming fight, so that's nice of them. Anyway, they really want you to be double, but I want to be 0-1. You can be a multiple set of characters, or a multitude, I guess I should say, of characters for the final fight. Although, not as many as I would hope. But 0-1 is one of them, so we're gonna go with him. But yeah, I love the little bits of core energy floating around all over the place. It really emphasizes you're getting into the heart of all this, you know? Especially since it looks like the hallway is like some sort of reactor as you're walking through it, you know? That's a really neat touch, I like it. Emphasis on dead. Oh. Just copy-paste more soldiers. Oh, we can take this, guys. We fought way more than this, like, regularly. Whatever. Easy stuff. Actually, yeah. Birth could solo all this. I know this for a fact. That gun is super good. Screw you. Get out of here. Date. They're not going to let us be Excel because they know he would be too good in the final battle. But yeah, this is... You're only allowed to be the main 3, and by that I mean main 2 and the guy not in this game. Which is a damn shame. And I like how Ankh is there, but he has no contribution to this scene. And he doesn't even jump down with them either, which makes me question a certain scene later, but, like, whatever. By the way, guys, you know, I am doing this live, actually, believe it or not, yeah. You know, I've never done a live LP before, and I figured, hey, you know, why not? Like, I'm typically better at post-commentary. I don't really think on my feet too much when it comes to stuff like this. But, hey, you know, I figured why not try something new for the only, make it special, you know? But yeah, no, we want to be 0-1. Because, I mean, come on now, he needs some spotlight, right? Plus, too, he's the one who fought Zeus first. He gets dibs. Like, come on. So. Although I have to question, why is there ice and snow at the bottom of this reactor? Is there is that a real world thing? Is there a practical reason? Like, please let me know, you know? Man, Oz is mad. You know, I really do like the design of Zeus. Like, outside of the fact that this is a video game, you know, and so it very clearly takes advantage of that, it does look like a suit I could see being in double. Or, yeah, double. Although, you know, it'd probably be a lot of animatronics, especially with how big Zeus is. But yeah, here's Zeus. Time to fight him, and he's got this barrier. And, yeah, fun fact, we can't penetrate this barrier as of yet. It's a good thing they give us Peacock Bro, because to get past this phase of the fight, you need to deal enough damage over a certain course of time, or else it will just not transition. So I'm mainly going to be focusing on dodging around, trying to get Peacock Bro to hit him for me, because, hey, free hits. And, you know, Peacock Bro hits multiple times, so, hey, very good Candroid they gave us for this.
おいフィリップ、あいつの体は一体どうなってるんだ。これは奴のメモリのせいだね。どういうことだ。ゼウスメモリは
All of them? Every god? Like, dude, this is ultimate JRPG territory if that's the case. Holy crap.
つまり攻撃が効かねえってことか。この力こそ神の証、最強の力だ。今なら降伏を認めてやってもいいぞ。そして私の実験材料にしてやってもいい。お前の実験材料になるなんてお断りだ。
What kind of battle stance are you guys in? Like, Oz is the only one who's, like, readied up.
確かにお前のメモリの力は最強だ。だがな、それを崩せる手があるとすれば。
Oh, we're coming up on, like, my favorite moment in this game. Well, second favorite. The Kirihiko stuff was like that good. Yes! This is so cool. Oh, this is something they were definitely building up to. This is hype. And the rider kick is even cooler than it was in the Eternal movie, where it was just kind of lame. Here, it's hype as hell. Oh, I love this. It's so cool. Ah, so good. So good. Alright, so here's the real boss fight. Yeah, so after that little cutscene event, we are now forced to be double, which, you know, makes sense. He did just Eternal Rider kick him. So, okay, attacks for this guy. He's got this staff throw thing, which has a really wonky hitbox, actually. You kind of have to dodge somewhat early in order to fully avoid it. It's annoying. Then there's this lightning spray move, which is fine, you know, just follow the things on the ground. And here's the only move you can counterattack is the sword swipe. Or staff swipe or spear swipe, whatever his frickin' thing is. But that said, this right here is his most annoying attack. I hate this attack, the ice comets. I am really bad with attacks that make you wait for them, and these do that, and they also home in on your position whenever they start to move. Now, dodging them, it's not impossible. I did just do it after all, but it's very tricky. So, yeah, it'll screw you up more often than not, especially since Zeus will have the common sense to attack you at the exact same time. So just try and avoid everything all around. If Double had flight, dodging it would be no problem, as I showed with 01 earlier, because you could just fly to the top of the screen and boom, you're done. But he unfortunately does not, so got to be a little bit more careful. So yeah. But yeah, this is the fight with Zeus, and I'm playing a bit more careful and methodical here because he can mess you up pretty hard. So especially on extreme mode, he does a lot of damage. So playing safe's the name of the game here, and also getting in these counterattacks when you possibly can. I love the damage output on Luna Joker. So nice. Even with no upgrades, it's amazing. And whenever this appears, I default to Cyclone Trigger because it's got both mobility and range, which is amazing. Honestly, Cyclone Trigger is one of the best forms in this game. No doubt. No doubt about it. Absolutely wonderful form. By the way, the triangle attack, the strong attack, actually does more damage. Those bullets do more damage than what the special aim mode one does, weirdly. You think it'd be the other way around, especially since the aim mode one consumes more RP, but no, it's the strong attack. It does more damage. And even though, if I want to be optimal, I would just keep spamming heat triggers. I have been. I want to make this at least somewhat varied in terms of what you're seeing on screen, Especially since I can't really say too much about this myself, I'll have more to say about this whole thing, as we get more towards the ending. But, yeah, But, yeah, methodical is the way to be here, as I've said. But, that said, we're coming up to the end of this fight now. Let's do this. And I see no form more fitting than this one. Alright, that takes care of him. Clean fight, clean fight. Man, people who made this game must have really loved Cyclone Trigger. But yeah, Zeus is down now, and we can move on. Not much of a threat this time. Oh man, what hit me? Oh right, we're doing a Let's Play. Hi, welcome to Memory of Heroes. New event thing I decided to do for Toku Nation. Hi guys. We're starting off with New Game Plus because I mean it just makes everything easier, makes everything go smoother in this game, and all it does really is it skips the prologue, which I mean who cares about that, honestly? Context, what? Anyway, I'm also joined by the first guy who signed up for this thing, so say hi.
Hi, this is Kamen Ride or Die.
Yeah, okay, so we get Brock Hawani and Fang Joker, and we also get a bunch of new accelerators, which are your equips in this game, because, again, this is New Game Plus, so we get everything right off the bat. And we're playing on Extreme mode.
The way they do the notifications is not great. It's not a great way to just do, 7 identical screens in a row.
Yeah, instead of just giving you a list, it's one box at a time.
Yep, keep hitting the button.
Yeah, but there's a reason, Fang Joker is very much just for fun, but there's a reason they make you wait for New Game Plus for Brock Hawani, and that's because it's absolutely insane in this game. So, yeah.
Is it just broken and you would never use anything else?
Close to, yeah. Outside of Brock Hawani, there's 2 other forms of O's that are worth a crap when you've got them all, so, it sadly devalues my boy Sugozo, because Brock Hawani is literally Sugozo, but better in every way. So, it's a shame.
Oof.
Yeah.
Bitter pill to swallow.
It is. Wasn't even that great of a movie. But,
yeah, it really. I don't love that form a whole lot. I mean, it's okay. It's probably in the lower tier of my O's forms.
But yeah, we're also skipping every cutscene because I mean, you guys don't care about characters or story or anything, right? Right. So, I mean,
no, I don't watch Kamen Rider for characters. Are you nuts?
Yeah. Who does that? Come on now. Let's all be adults
all
here.
All I care about is the action.
Yes.
I care about costumes and action, and that's it. The end.
Yeah. That's all you should, and graphics. That's all you should care about in video games.
Yeah.
But yeah, here just scrolling through all the accelerators. Yes, I have them all. These are your equips. They'll have various different effects. The only ones worth a crap, though, or most of the time at least, are the 3-star and up ones. So, yeah. But yeah, we'll play as Joker for a little while. It's fine. So, it's weird. Oh, hey, we also have the switch mechanic, which is kind of pointless in New Game Plus because it offers you bonus EXP and stuff, which we don't really need. But hey, why not? So now we're playing as Birth. How do you feel about how do you feel about Goto?
I like him okay. Um, Not my favorite birth.
Oh,
Probably second of three, or four. Um, but yeah, it's he's a fun character, and I liked him in Double, even if or O's rather. I liked him in Double too. He shows up a ton in Double.
oh yeah.
Um, I liked him okay. I don't know that he was a character from O's that really made the biggest impression on me.
I liked him a lot actually. He was nice.
I've heard that before.
Ah. And I'm so glad that he is the only birth in the whole show and in this game. It's pretty great. But
Oh man, they didn't have um, oh god, what was his name? Nobunaga.
yeah, yeah. So,
He
by the way, weird aside, like, you ever get a weird feeling of deja vu? Just me.
I never do. No.
Oh, okay.
Mostly because I don't remember anything. So yeah, I mean, for all I know, this is the first time I've ever seen any of these characters. I don't know if
Oh,
I've ever watched any of these shows.
okay. So then, have you played this game before? Do you know anything about it? I mean,
I don't. This is like a dating sim. What is this?
oh no. If this were a dating sim, this would be a very different game. Believe me. Huh.
Sure.
Like,
Is it city management? Is that what this is? Because that's why
I,
you're in a city, right? There's
I,
like no people, so you have to like fix things so people come back to the city.
oh yeah, and the only way to do that is to clear out the degenerates who are littering the town. You know, that's what Kamen Rider's all about. So,
Oh, Kamen Rider gentrification. Got it.
yeah,
Okay, cool.
yeah. There you go. So,
I thought they were the heroes. They were not.
what are you talking about? They're the utmost heroes, dude. They're doing society's work. I mean, come on now. Like,
Yikes.
so, but yeah, a lot of trash mobs. We're sleeping through them really fast because we're almost max level. So like, which fun fact, levels do actually matter in this game for your stats. Your upgrades also do as well, but outside of a few specific ones, levels do most of the work.
Huh.
So
Were these guys just standing around? What were they waiting for?
I don't know. They were just minding their own business, and you know, loitering is against the law, so I had to teach them a lesson.
True, they were not in the crosswalk either, so that's a huge problem.
Oh yeah. I mean, loitering without a license. Who does that? Come on. Like,
They're masquerading as citizens.
yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Really interested in this common city planning sim.
Yeah.
I'm really into that idea.
I mean, why do you think we're collecting robots? It's to help rebuild, you know?
True.
And after all, robots are just tools for our amusement and for doing our work for us. So, what better way?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, you made a really solid case.
I do like how the characters banter with each other as you're fighting, though. It's a nice touch.
I like that's the thing that watching a lot of Phase One Heisei stuff kind of bugs me is that the writers don't talk a whole lot. When coming in through like Phase Two, like that's just an assumption that like the writers are going to be talking to each other, to the monsters are going to be talking, like all that stuff. The kind of like the way scenes into something that's a little bit more dramatic is something that I love about tokusatsu. And so, watching Phase One stuff where it's like, no, when they're fighting, they're literally just fighting. It gets kind of dull. I don't know. It doesn't do a lot for me.
Well, you see, first off, that would be a very unpopular opinion if you were an old school Toku fan, considering the things I've heard and read. But
Probably an unpopular opinion right now.
yeah. So, what makes that even better is now someone can correct me if I'm wrong here, but I'm pretty sure I'm not. You want to know what started that whole bantering while fighting thing, and no one likes to give it credit?
What's that?
Power Rangers. So.
Sure. Okay.
So that's I would not be surprised if Kamen Rider writers or whatever saw that and they were like, actually that's a good idea. And like so.
Yeah, I mean, certainly, like I think Ryuki was the show that I really remember it happening in more because you were having rider on rider fights,
Yeah.
and so you had a reason for the two characters to be talking in a way that maybe you didn't in like Agito or Kuga or any of the Showa stuff.
Right.
Kobayashi, gotta always give credit to Kobayashi.
Yeah.
Nearly anything I like in Phase Two is a thing we're like, oh, Kobayashi did that first. Okay, great, thanks.
And Kobayashi has worked with many interesting people over her writing career, as I've discovered in recent times.
Yeah, she did a bunch of Sentai stuff, right?
Yeah, yeah, something like that. She also wrote like 2 seasons of Den-O, I think. One where like they were all part of their own team, and another where they were all just possessing one dude. It was kind of weird.
Huh.
Yeah. You've probably never heard of it though. It's pretty underground. So.
I will do a Google search later. Is it so? It's two N's in Den-O? Like that's like was it like someone named
Yeah,
Dennis?
and
like
you gotta make sure you have the accent mark over the O, otherwise it's not authentic.
Okay,
So,
got it.
Yeah.
I'm writing this down. Thank you.
Yeah, no problem. So that's this is our introduction to New Game Plus, really. And if you also notice they have the time trial thing in the upper left there, that literally means nothing. It's just showing you how fast you're killing people, because it doesn't actually tick down real time. So if you want to use it as a speedrun tool, it kind of sucks. But yeah, so.
Oh, weird.
Yeah.
It's a clock that doesn't run.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, that's literally what it is. And so yeah, we're just gonna continue. Oh.
Hello, what have we here?
Oh, right. Kirihiko. How did we get here? Anyway, Kirihiko. He man. You ever notice that like Kirihiko is like the only character anybody talks about when it comes to Double? I mean, it's really obnoxious. Like, who even likes this guy? Like, seriously.
Nobody I know.
Yeah.
Certainly not his wife.
Yeah.
She was not a fan, as it turned out.
Yeah. Yeah. Most definitely was not. But I mean, to be fair though, he had it coming. I mean, come on.
True.
And I mean,
inarguable.
I mean, he was just like a poorly thought out character all around. He didn't have any good moments. He didn't have any charisma. Like, didn't have any development. His form is lame. I mean, even this boss fight, it sucks. I mean, look how easy it is. Like, I know it's the first boss, but like, this is extreme mode. I should be dying just by looking at him. I mean, come on.
Yeah, I mean, just trash mob, chump class, nobody. Yeah. Ridiculous. Mm-hmm. Ridiculous.
Yeah, like, and having patriotic pride in your city and contributing to your community, who cares about that crap? I mean, really. That was just boring stuff. Why didn't you just die like first episode?
Especially because that sort of thing is so irrelevant to a lot of what Double's doing as a show.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's a show that could not care less about the city it exists in. And the heroes don't really have any sort of, like, pride in their community. So... Yeah. Like, that's why you have to bump him off, because it's like, you're in the wrong show, dude. You're the wrong villain in the wrong show.
Yeah, like, Double. Like, probably one of the worst Rider seasons, really. I mean, it just had no idea what it was doing, like, at all. Like,
nobody talks about it. And it's you can tell it didn't work because, like, they never bring Philip back in anything. And it's like, wow, that show must be lame if they don't want that guy back.
Yeah, it was so bad they had to make like 10 more seasons right after just to make up for it. I mean, come on. That's how you know.
Yeah. It's the only Kamen Rider that didn't get a second season.
Yeah. And like, apparently they're also making like an anime too that like totally just rewrites everything about it. I mean, that tells you right there that they knew they made a mistake. Like,
wow, I mean, plus it's just like a weird decision to like do an anime for like a tokusatsu thing, because like I don't feel like those two fandoms overlap at all.
No.
Like, it just feels like a huge misfire.
There's never been a Toku anime before, and for good reason. I mean, it's just a dumb idea all around. Like, who would do that?
Yeah, I've never seen anyone want to talk about Toku anime. Like, so, all right, sure, good luck.
Yeah. But yeah, that was Nazca. Pretty easy.
Yeah.
Ugh.
I don't know that I would have done the framing for that shot that way, but okay, sure, video game.
No, no, my memory's failing me. Who is this?
Oh, is this Axel?
Oh, yeah. Axel, the crazed lunatic cat. Yeah. Okay, good, thanks.
Yes.
What was his deal
sure.
again?
I'm an expert on these characters, so there's no one that I've ever forgotten the name of or misremembered what show they were in.
Yeah.
So I got this handled.
So what was this guy's deal again? Because like, I mean, I obviously know, but like for the audience's benefit.
Sure. If memory serves, he loves questions. Anytime you're like, I don't understand why you're doing this, he's like, let me stop what I'm doing to explain my motivation and my hopes for this plan. Hugs. I remember there being a lot of hugs. Leather jacket. I want to say blue leather jacket. Does that sound right?
Yeah. I remember that. Yeah.
Yeah. I like Axel. It's weird that like Goto doesn't really do a ton for me when in a lot of ways he's just Axel on a different show.
Oh yeah, totally.
But like I do like Axel. I do like I loved his debut. I love his weird energy. His psychotic energy. Yeah, because it's just like doubles a show that's very like relaxed and friendly. And then Axel's just like a lunatic, and I love it. It works great.
Oh yeah, I feel that. Oh, and yeah, we get special cutscenes for certain bosses. This is one of my favorite things about this game.
Nice.
Always great. You gotta end with a rider kick, right? Like, what are you doing if you don't?
Yeah, anytime a rider has like a non-rider kick finisher, I'm just like, why though? But why?
Oh, wow, we've been going for a while. Okay, so here we are. We're at the final boss. This is Zeus Dopant. I'm sure you guys have paid attention to all of his very deep and explicit motivations, so I'm not going to go over those again. But, you know, this is a boss fight that is very methodical. You gotta have some real strategy with this, and especially, you know, I feel sorry for any character who's not O's in this game, because, like, he gets the earliest, you know, access to the guard command, which is, like, look how great this is. Like, you don't have to care at all. Like, why would you want to play a video game with strategy? I mean, come on. But,
yeah, who cares about hitboxes and things like that when you can just stand there and take every hit?
yeah, I mean... But, so, you know, gonna be only cycling through certain forms, because, again, you know... why does O's even have forms other than Mukachiri and Tajidor? I mean, really, like, he should just not have any. Like, who cares about any other ones? They suck. Awful. So.
Yeah. Agreed. I've never liked any of them.
Yeah. They all look gaudy. They all have terrible design philosophy. I mean, 3 different tones of one color. What purpose does that serve? I mean, really, God.
I thought it was patriotic. Is that not from his country or something? I thought it was from
he
like,
lives in Scandinavia, right?
I don't know what flag that is.
Like, what place is he from? I don't know.
Yeah, I assume they'll tell us in a movie at some point.
Yeah. But yeah, the only move that's really super annoying and threatening is this Ice Comet move, because he does things, you know, sensibly. He attacks you while they're flying, and it can be very hard to avoid. But again, you know, you have the guard command, so you don't have to care that much, unless you're playing as someone else. But why would you play as anybody other than O's? I mean, come on. So, like, see, look at this. So you know, what has been your impressions of this game up to this point, since we've got a little bit of time here, Dai?
Sure. I actually bought this game when it was announced, but I held off on it because I'm like, well, I haven't watched 0-1 yet, and he's the main guy in it. From everything I've deduced. So I clearly have to wait to play this game until I watch 01 so I don't spoil anything for myself. Cut to like a year later, when, oh, hey, guess what? Here's the whole game, and also 01's barely in it.
Yeah. Poor guy.
So I have this thing. In its original wrapper, sitting in a pile, and I'll probably play it at some point.
In the
it
future.
Looks fun. Yeah, it looks fun. I would be terrible at it. I'm awful at a lot of games that require precision, I guess I would say. So a real grindy combat game like this, I would probably need to be playing on the easiest level, and also I would die constantly. So I applaud your expertise in this, and it's nice to be able to watch someone who knows what they're doing
Well,
actually play the game.
I appreciate that.
Like every time you talk about like specific strategies or power levels or ways to combine things, or oh, you need to be using this form and then into this form and then this form will finish him off, I'm just like, Jesus Christ, I would literally just spam Cyclone Joker and not know why I'm dying all the time.
Yeah, that seems to be a common thing in the thread I've noticed, where everyone's like, wow, you're actually like showing off how complex this game can actually be, and meanwhile I'm over here just mashing square. Like,
yeah, basically.
So,
like, I mean, you're playing on like highest difficulties and getting like triple S's, and yeah, I would seriously just be like switching between like like base forms and like the one other form I think is cool looking, and not understand why I wasn't defeating anybody ever. So good for you, and I'm impressed.
well, thank you. I appreciate it. So, but yeah, no, Zeus, again, like, when you first fight him, he deals a lot, like, even on normal difficulty, he deals a lot of damage, and he can definitely be intimidating, especially if you've got, like, high anxiety, because, like, these ice comets make you wait, and, like, that, yeah, it even gets my nerves going.
Sure.
But if you just take the time to sit back and really examine what his patterns are, he's not that bad. Of the final fights, I think this one comes in second place for me. It is overall a fun fight for the most part. There are some times where the hitboxes on, like, the staff throw, for example, that thing has a deceptively huge hitbox. So sometimes it'll hit you in the foot and you'll go flying, and it's like, but why though? But other than that, yeah, this is a fight that rewards you for really observing your opponents and reacting accordingly, which I think is always rewarding, personally.
Yeah, for sure. I like how far back the player has to be from Zeus. Like, I think that's not the way I would normally expect a Kamen Rider fight to go, but it seems like the way you want to go with this guy is give him some distance, like, let him do his attacks, and then in a window just move in and finish him off.
Pretty much, yeah. And I, of course, had to finish it off with one of the coolest rider kicks. I mean, how could I not?
One of the best. One of
yeah.
the best. God,
Yeah,
I love
so
that OC.
that's the end of Zeus. So moving on to the next round. Why is Date here?
The most American Kamen Rider.
No, no. We have like 3 others who are far more American. We've proven that the other night.
Okay, very true.
Like, but we're fighting Kazari and Uva, and you know, this. I hope you enjoy this gameplay of one of the worst Kamen Rider characters, because it's pretty much the only one you're gonna see.
Oh no, this is like the worst character in the game.
Just about, yeah. So, and like that's
Like
not even that's not even my dislike of Date talking. Like, tier wise, he is the most useless.
his moves are just so unorthodox and unwieldy that I cannot like stand playing as him usually. I do love me the breast cannon though.
It's better on birthday.
You very true, very true.
They really should have just made him another slot for birth, honestly.
Yeah, pretty much. Like, I know Proto Birth has like two specific like armaments it uses only, so they could have like tied those to Proto Birth and the rest to like normal Birth.
And plus, too, it would help out, you know, gameplay and tier-wise, because you could do active switching for regular
Yeah.
birth, and that would help him out a lot.
Definitely.
So
And now we're O's.
yeah, we're
Okay.
and yeah. How did we get here? Anyway, we got to beat up Uva, and we have New Game Plus power, so it's gonna be easy. Because I mean,
Oh.
we got Brock Hawani, and like, look at this monster.
I love the little like side-to-side jabs, like the boxer jabs. That's like a cool little combo he does.
Brock Hawani is if you fuse Sagozo with Joker, and it's ridiculous. I mean, look at this.
Yeah.
Ugh. It makes me feel bad for my guy, dude. They did him, like, granted you have to wait till New Game Plus, but they do him dirty. Like, this is a straight upgrade.
Very true. Yeah.
So is there anything you want to say about the game, like, so far? Because, you know, you've played this game, like, 7 times, right? I remember. Something like that.
Like, 2 times on my 3rd playthrough, but I've played it enough. This is probably my favorite Kamen Rider game out of, like, all the ones I've played. Granted, like, I've only played, like, the Botridor games, so that's not, like, a high bar, even though they are, like, genuinely fun. But this one, it has, like, a lot of effort put into it, like, into the combat system and everything. And just in general, it's, like, a more... Like, even though it's not that high rent, it's a more high rent game for a rider than we've had, like, ever. And I really appreciate, like, all the work they put into this game, because it really is a favorite of mine now.
Yeah,
Like,
I agree.
I have problems with it. But, you know, it's still a pretty solid game through and through.
Oh, yeah. When's our 01 DLC expansion? Come on.
God, please. Or just make 01 like the star of the next game. Just do another one of these. Like, this should be your standard now.
Right. It's definitely a great baseline. This friggin'... the glitch didn't happen this time. Have you ever noticed that there's actually sometimes a graphics glitch whenever you kill someone with a rider kick with O's and to... We're
yeah,
here
I think
now.
I've seen that a couple of times.
Right. You ever get a feeling of deja vu? It's probably just me. Anyway, here's what a lot of people consider the most annoying fight in the game, and I would agree with you if not for the fact that Zeus Extreme exists. So...
Yeah. In my repeated playthroughs past the first one, I've learned to tolerate Kazari.
Now that said, Kazari's RNG can still utterly screw you. That much is true. But
Yeah.
he's not as bad. So... I mean, look at that. Mukachiri doing work.
Yeah. you just juggled him.
Like, I fell in love with Mukachiri the moment I discovered one of his moves is farting on people. I mean, that's amazing.
Exactly.
Like,
Use the good old Power Rangers method of comedy.
Hell yeah. They were like, look, if we can have a burping axe, we can have a form that farts on people to fly around, okay? And I was like, I agree. You most certainly can do that. So here's a question for you folks at home. What element is Brock Kalani?
Yes, that is the element. Yes.
Because my first immediate thought was, well, maybe he's light element. But then I was like, well, no, he can't be, because that's La Tirata. And I was like, I mean, I guess it could be sand element, but, like, he doesn't really do any, like, earth moves or anything, so...
Yeah. Like, even Mukachiri is, like, clear poison.
Yeah.
This guy's like, I don't know.
That's the Green Ranger method of attack.
Fare thee well, Kazari. The only trouble with you in the end was the tornadoes.
Yeah. By the way, for those who don't know what I'm talking about, go rewatch any of the fights that the Green Ranger is in MMPR. The dude tends to attack crotch first. I don't know if you've ever noticed that, but that's his specialty.
The scissor kick method, basically. Oh.
That caught your
Hello
attention
there,
immediately.
Yeah. Hello there, Zeus.
So we're
It's
finally
time for
gonna.
my baby boy.
Yeah.
It's time for my baby boy to show his stuff.
Yeah, we're finally gonna put this guy out of business. It's been a thorn in my side for what feels like 10 times already. But yeah, this is Zeus Dopant, and he's a very rewarding fight, I think, actually. If you're the type who tends to just rush in at him, he will punish you for that pretty hard. But if you take your time and examine his patterns, he's actually a really fun, really rewarding type of fight, I found. The only attack of his I hate is the Ice Comets. Like, fuck that attack.
You mean the ones that, like, go across the ground and stuff?
Yes.
Yeah, those would screw me over more often than not, even despite being, like, somewhat careful. But definitely he's one of my favorite fights in the game, despite his, like, absurdly large health bar. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, final boss, yeah, but you know what I mean.
Right.
But he really is what, like you said, a rewarding kind of boss once you, like, figure him out and stuff.
By the way, no one's commented it yet, but I know someone will eventually. Yes, I know the switch in attack for Rising Hopper isn't actually good, but it's cool, so I like using it. Leave me alone.
I mean, hey, rule of cool, you know?
Yeah. But yeah, this attack, I hate it so much.
Yeah. Especially when he starts doing other attacks, too.
Yeah.
Like, because, like, I usually just focus in on the other attacks, because, like, I don't register the Ice Comets as more than just background, like, stuff. And so that's what's usually, like, always gets me. Oh. Good old metal cluster.
For those wondering, this is an English version of Zero One's opening theme by Mark DeGroot. So, yeah.
The perfect way to avoid Toei and Avex.
Yep. But no, legit, the guy does great work. Like, if you have no idea about his stuff, go check him out. I highly recommend him. He does great songs.
Oh yeah, I remember hearing this, like, when it first, like, showed up. I'm all like, yeah, this is pretty good. I usually don't vibe with covers too much, only on, like, occasion. But, like, this is one of the good ones that I've heard.
I didn't even, and here's your boy. And
there we go.
I wish he was better in this game. I really do, because in terms of final form, 0-2 is the lowest tier. I'm sorry to say.
It's sad, but, like, understandable.
Because, like, go on.
Just, like, the thing is, like, 0-2 himself is, like, so hard to, like, transition into, like, actual functional dependability, because, like, his big thing is he punches harder. He can't, you know, it's basically he punches harder, but also he does, like, really, like, meta kind of stuff that would be kind of hard to do in, like, a video game.
Yeah.
So he doesn't have, like, much, admittedly, in the terms of like what he can do and what they can pull from. Also, notwithstanding the fact that, well, Zero Two himself probably has like the least appearances of like a final form, aside from, you know, Kuga.
Right. That said, though, like, now granted, I haven't seen 01 yet, but like, I think they could cheese it via technicality by at least giving him air step. That would help a lot. Because, like, you know,
Oh yeah, like
being able to see the future, you know, you can be like, oh, he's just dodging nimbly and gracefully, and like their technicality, you know.
oh yeah, no, like from like if like give Zero to a bigger budget, and yeah, I could totally see him pulling off like stuff like air step, stuff like random dodges. I'm surprised they didn't do like too much of like the shining assault hopper stuff with him, because
Yeah.
like he's basically shining assault hopper on crack.
That henchman is stylish as fuck, by the way.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Also, having seen 01, that is such an interesting clip you pulled from.
I mean, I had no context. I just literally pulled it up and put it in, so...
Oh yeah, no, I get you.
So I don't know if I
Yeah,
did
no.
good or bad there, but,
I mean, you're definitely sounding a bit more on edge. So you know, angry Aruto is definitely like mood compliant.
最後の手段を使
alright. Looks like we finally broke through this guy. So, hey, come back! Man,
His planet needs him.
最後
I love this little lampshade here. They're like, right, double can't fly. Like, so- and this is also why Flying Falcon is in the game, this scene right here.
Yep.
But, like, again, and I know I harp on this, like, every episode, if you're gonna acknowledge that these forms actually work and function and exist, why did you never use them before now? Like, ah!
Because yes.
Anyway.
Because gameplay design.
Anyway, 01 had his spotlight. He's back to not being in this game, so we're gonna go with O's.
Understandable.
ここは
Not being in this game to the point that he could have actually answered O's question, yet says nothing, because he's been here
ここ
before.
には最大規模のコアエナジー供給装置がある。この供給装置と完成した私の技術があれば、私自身を最強の存在に
I don't know, dude. You've already got the power sets of, like, 2 different, like, Rider universes in you going. Like, how much more can you get? Like,
I mean, also, maybe not go powerful, Zeus. Try going cool, maybe, please.
no.
神を超えた存在になる。さあ、
Here it comes.
裁きを受けるがいい。
Behold, the worst boss in this game.
Holy shit, is it bad?
Like, granted, I appreciate it more now that I've fought it a few billion times, but
I mean,
but it's still a crap fight. I still don't really like it.
I appreciated it when I could cheese it, but yeah, no, I don't like this guy for one specific reason.
Let's get this over with.
Okay, good. We're getting to this because, like, you know, kind of cool lion head and stuff. See, that's the problem right there. The camera is not good.
No, it's not. And keep in mind, I purposely went into the settings and set camera distance to max. So, yeah.
Which is weird because this wasn't a problem for that one giant, like, yummy fight.
No, they actually purposely designed that arena to, you know, work with the camera. But not a boss like this who actively moves around and stuff. Not a good time.
Oh yeah, definitely. If he was in the center, then maybe.
Oh, hey, well, that wasn't actually that bad, huh? I guess I hyped myself up for nothing. Cool. We win. Great. Oh, wait. Okay, so we're fighting Gamel now. And you know, he's all right. Fight's kind of annoying, but you know, you can definitely do something with it. You can dodge out of the way of his charge attack. He can also bump into walls and stuff. This move sucks, but you can shoot him during it, so you know, gun is always the answer.
I only just noticed he has hooves on the sides of his on the highest sides of his legs.
Yep.
Were they trying to do like a shitty centaur with him?
Well, he's a combination of 3 different animals, Nico. He is a rhino, an elephant, and a gorilla, so...
I hit nothing with the horse, then.
So...
Okay, nice dodging.
Oh, yeah. And then here, we don't have anything to reflect the gravity cannon with, so just fly out of the way, you know. So...
The gun seems like super useful for taking down the shield.
Oh yeah, the gun is Berth's best weapon. Even all of his upgrades are focused on the gun. Like, I mean, look at that. It's so good. Speaking of guns...
Damn.
Question. Nico, when did you get here?
I got here like I want to say it was like 2 weeks ago.
Oh.
I was on vacation.
Oh, okay. Cool. Well, I'm glad you could join me on this LP because you know you watched me stream it in the past. Yeah. So, yeah.
Yeah, when you just got the game, it was fun.
Claydol. Question: have we done this before?
What is she doing? What? Like I think so. I mean, what? Why are we back in the place where we got Axel?
So we have done this before?
I'm kind of positive.
Oh, well,
At least these shiny surfaces are very like reminiscent of places we visited before.
Well, that's just the Unity engine at work, you know. So,
you know, it might just be us.
Yeah. I feel weirdly out of it these days, you know. So like, I can't tell. Like, I mean, I know I'm playing the game, I'm doing it live, we're having fun and all, but just like, you ever feel like you're not you, you know? Just me.
I mean, why are we now a different person?
Oh well.
Is that what it is? What?
Yeah, this fight has 2 phases, and one of them you have to be Joker, and the other you get to be Excel. So, you know.
So you just have to be in the okay.
Yeah, and we're having fun. Like, look at that. Excel's so good. Her health bar's already like gone.
That steam attack is so good.
Oh yeah.
It has no place being even remotely as good as it is.
So is Excel your favorite character in this game, Nico?
I mean, kinda. It's just really like the flying. The flying is the best, and also just the design is really good.
Yeah.
I think.
I feel like if
especially
you watch
the helmet.
yeah, I feel like if you watch Double, you'd really like his character.
Mm.
But anyway, check out his sick rider kick.
I mean, he is the true rider. He is a motorcycle.
Yeah. So good, we're gonna see it again. You ever get a feeling of deja vu?
You just for a good measure, you know the.
Right in the neck,
But
too.
it's a different angle. Too. Not even triple S.
Yeah, S ranks. Yeah. Okay, so final round with Claydol here.
I mean, it's definitely a different place. It's not nowhere near as shiny as we've been before, but like saying that, it may just very much well be another place because it's very reminiscent with these visible invisible walls, and she's inside of a freaking staircase.
Yes. Gonna keep shooting her until
Your
she becomes one with the
Panzer Dragoon.
staircase.
Your Panzer Dragoon laser attack.
Hell yeah.
But yeah, I was gonna say like Axel in general just a little bit reminds me of an Xbox game I really like called Gun Valkyrie.
Oh yeah.
It's just the way you move. Although I can imagine it's a lot easier than Gun Valkyrie.
I mean, I would assume so, yes, based off what you've told me about it. yeah,
Yes.
thanks for the power. Go on.
No, I was saying clicking in control sticks to do anything has never been the easiest thing.
But yeah, thanks to the power of New Game Plus, we have access to gun, which makes this fight a lot easier.
I can imagine, like I'm saying, like all you really have to do is get far away enough and just bash her.
Yeah. But we're gonna end this here. It whiffed. That has never happened before. What? Get out of here.
Did she just glitch?
Yes. So now we're gonna kill her for real.
But didn't we already? Ah!
But yeah, we get to play
What
around
is that
with
attack?
It is Prism Flash. We get to play around with it. We have the full power of the extreme memory now because of New Game Plus.
The Prism Flash doesn't seem very good.
Oh, it's actually pretty damn good. It's just not good for this fight, really.
Mm. Oh, these effects, though.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. She has to slowly walk down the stairs.
At least she doesn't have to get stuck in a stair walking animation.
Right.
I remember, I like kind of unrelated, but I remember that about Forbidden Siren 2. The best ways to deal with zombies was actually to force them to walk the stairs because the stair walking animation was so slow. And the AI gets way too concentrated on walking on the stairs, as you can very easily attack them while they're doing that. So yeah, stairs OP.
They're definitely OP against our camera, as you're about to see. So yeah, that was Claydol. I'm not sure how
Seen worse.
Yeah, I'm not sure how she kept coming back to life, but like, hey, you know, Uh, alright. So this is the worst fight in the game. Nico, I'm glad you
The
stayed
final
with
boss.
me. I'm glad you stayed with me all this time through this. Man, you're a trooper. You went through this whole stream with me for like 11 hours. How do you do it?
It was fun.
Yeah. So yeah, this is Zeus Extreme, and this is the worst fight in the game, and I hate it. So
Like these attacks where he just calls down lightning, that's just like pure luck.
yeah. And now, granted, having done this fight before, have I done this fight before? Anyway, I've learned how to adapt to some of these attacks. Like this move, you don't have to wait for him. You can hit him in it, and it'll break his armor.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
Oh, wow, wow. Okay, that's
Yeah.
that's a lot.
Yeah. That said, though, if he does get off the explosion move on you, it's if it hits you, yeah, it'll hurt a lot and probably kill you. But you know, you can. Here's the thing: even though it's a dome attack, its hitbox only hits the ground. So if you jump, it doesn't hurt you, which is nice.
Oh, I do remember that it didn't look like it would be like that, and
No.
it took us a bit to figure it out.
Yeah. But you know, it's and then you know there's this shockwave move too, which is very much a ground move, and this is the only one that's immediately obvious how you can counterattack it. His sword swing move. But yeah, the I don't know if I'll get a chance to show it off, but I know the laser had a weird way of counterattacking it too. But this lightning though, just run and hope for the best. That's all I can say.
Yeah, pretty much. It doesn't even like that's the worst part about it is it doesn't even seem to specifically aim for you. It just aims at random.
Yeah. The teleport slash with Shining Assault Hopper is very useful.
It kind of reminds me of like that lightning attack. One of the most annoying fights in Drakengard 2 is against Gnome. And it's a very annoying fight as long as you until you figure out that the best way to avoid all attacks is to just stand still and move just the tiniest bit every time you see a magic circle appear underneath you.
Move slightly to the left.
Ooh. That's exactly what it is.
So.
Because if you actually try to actively dodge it, you will run into another one.
Oh yeah. Definitely. So.
Wiggle, wiggle.
Yeah. Fill me back in. We climbed out of the trash, right? That was what we did.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. So hi. How are you, Ku? You know.
I'm okay. How are you, Zir?
I mean, nobody knows me by that username who's watching this, but like,
Sword.
yeah, there you go. Yeah, we're fighting Taboo on New Game Plus. And I think it really does go to show just how much level ups affect your stats because look at this, health bar deleted.
Absolute modded.
So.
But she ain't having none of it.
Yeah, so
She's back, she's better, and she's wigglier more than ever.
please never phrase it that way ever again. Just don't. Oh.
She wants to serve you some Italian. She's got spicy meatballs and spaghetti raining from the sky.
What? That... Okay, I get that. That brings new context to like every scene of hers in Double.
Cluster is such a cool form.
Oh yeah, I love playing as this form, and I hope it doesn't disappoint in 0-1 proper.
It doesn't.
Good.
I like this transformation purely because of one thing.
Is it because it's cool?
No.
Oh. Because I think it's cool.
It is cool. But that's not why I like it.
You don't like things that are cool?
Debatable.
Dang.
No, because at the end of this, it says no chance of surviving this shot. And then in the show, there it is. They show a shot of the sunrise, and I'm just like, that feels intentional, guys.
Symbolism in Kamen Rider? I don't believe you.
Yeah, no, not possible.
No, never happened. Not once.
Nope, totally not. Here, let me just go back to my regular form.
Add insult to injury.
Yeah, just do a finisher after the finisher.
Yeah. But it's cool at least.
It is cool. Did you get triple S? You got triple S. Yay.
I always.
Huh? What?
Yeah.
He's angry.
Yeah, so we're now gonna show off Fang Joker, which is very much the for fun form in this game. Because New Game Plus exclusive, he's not that great, sad to say. Like, he's not bad, but he's not amazing. By the way, fun fact about this fight. Fun fact about this fight, by the way. If you force Mizul into the dry land, she actually can't teleport into it because there's no water there.
Nice.
So they actually did account for that, and I think that's a pretty good touch. So if you want to cheese this fight, like absolutely cheese it, one thing you can do is, as double, run over to the land and then switch to a gun form and just shoot her. If you just don't want to deal with her.
Yeah. Luna trigger. Don't add me, it's the best form ever.
I mean, heat trigger is better, but you know.
No.
Yeah. Sorry to tell you.
You are wrong.
No.
I don't believe you.
Heat triggers the Kakaider suit, dude. It wins by default. Sorry to tell you.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, man.
No.
Yeah, dude.
No.
Watch Kakaider, and one day you'll understand.
No.
Wow, you don't want to watch Kakaider? That's messed up. Why not?
No. No.
Dang.
Why is Mizul's head an orca?
Cause she's part orca. That's why.
No.
Actually, she factually is, but like, okay.
No.
All right then, I
Should
guess.
have given her an octopus head or something.
That's the legs, homie.
Fang Stricer.
I love that they gave it its own cutscene thing too. So happy.
Oh, Sam. Imagine if they just transform back to Cyclone Josie, just like,
I'd be a little upset.
X in the chat, Bryce. Hey, another triple S.
My calculations are never wrong. So now to end
Bye,
the greed
Barney.
menace, that is not Barney. That's Maki. But because I fought
Barney,
him.
Maki, same syllables.
No, I think every other time I fought this guy, I did it as Joker. So now I'm gonna do it as double, because you know, gotta have variety, right? So.
Hmm.
But because I fought him, you know, gotta have variety, right? So now I'm gonna do it as double, because you know, gotta have variety, right? So. 'Cause, you know, gotta have variety, right? So. 'Cause, you know, gotta have variety, right? So. 'Cause, you know, gotta have variety, right? So.
I always tried to customize the whoever I was fighting to the boss.
Mm. You have a set person you choose for every single boss?
I mean, when I first played this game, most of the bosses you just stood in the area, and you could see them for the most part. Just like, or like this area is focusing really a lot on this person. I wonder who I should play as.
Gotcha.
So yeah, I did this fight of those.
You've never seen O's as of right now, have you?
No,
Oh, you should. It's a good show.
no.
Okay, damn. Sorry, jeez. My bad for recommending you good shows.
Okay.
Don't worry, I got
man.
this. It'll be fine.
Wiggle.
Bam! Friggin' heat-seeking missile.
Wiggle and kick.
Ah.
Now it's time for a finisher. Even after a finisher's already done.
Yeah.
Like, bro, you don't.
We have to make sure they're dead. It's the only way.
But Joker Illusion did fine.
Nah. Gotta add in a rider kick too.
No,
Yeah.
we don't need Joker.
Alright,
Speaking of extreme,
so, thanks for sticking with me for these, like, 10 hours. So we're now at the worst fight in this game. And, yeah, this isn't fun. But guess what? You can deflect these energy balls. And that really helps out a lot.
I never bothered that. I just went with my main form changes. I kept going until I won.
Yeah, that's a good way to die, like, 500 times in a row.
Yeah, I died 3 times and then I won.
So...
I kept going outside of his attack range and then zooming back in.
By the way, Cyclone Trigger is a godsend in this fight. I love it.
Agreed.
And so is Cyclone Metal. Because look at that. So nice.
Now, I will admit, I do have an issue with Zeus Extreme.
Oh, what is it?
He just gets bigger.
Uh,
That's it.
no, not really. He's got a lot more to him.
Yeah, a lion chair consuming his entire lower half,
Yeah.
and like a little bit of armor on his upper body, but other than that, he's just the same. But, I don't know. I never really registered him as getting a lion face and armor. I'm just like, oh, he just got bigger.
But he's still, but it's still there, and that's the important part.
And that's what matters, and that's okay.
Yeah.
I still don't like it. So.
I mean, I don't think anyone likes this guy, just saying. I'd be very surprised if anyone did. Very, very surprised.
This guy is sending out blueberry pies.
No, even then, because I don't like blueberry pie, so still don't like him.
He hates that. Break his armor. Well,
Gonna try.
blue Takis.
Here we go. Let's end this. The smoothest fight, thanks to Double.
Yes.
And we're gonna purge this with fire.
Yes, melt that rock.
Finally.
Anything.
Now, let's move forward with this, shall we? Oh, Ryo, you're here. Hey. Anyway, yeah, Lost Ankh. His fight's not really all that different. Just keep on your toes, and you know we've got Mukachiri, so it's really not that big of a deal now. Cause like, look at this.
It wasn't much of a fight in the show either.
Like, why is this form so good?
And why is Lost Ankh so worthless?
I don't see how that's an S. I absolutely annihilated him, but
You didn't drop a combo.
so
Is this because you didn't get ice cream?
I probably, yeah. So how did you like the whole Lost Ankh thing in O's? I guess we can talk about maybe.
I find it really strange because no other greed functions like that. They've had plenty of coins missing at once.
Well, they provided like a magical reason as to why, if you remember, because of Ankh's backstory.
Yeah, but it's still, you know, a little weird.
Yeah.
I guess it's the end. Like, it was pretty standard up until the ending, and then Eiji just kind of goes ape and ruins Ankh's life.
I mean, kinda.
Like, really hard. That's right, I just destroyed 3 pieces of your soul. Out of 9.
Yeah.
What the hell, Eiji? You knew I needed those. Shut up. And that was before their beach rendezvous, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So we're just gonna break his spine real quick. You know, give him a little glove tap.
Make him humble.
Double, that's a little better.
Ranking's unimportant.
So speaking
Oh, it's trash.
yeah, yeah.
I hate him.
Why is trash here?
Alright,
Anyway.
0-1. I haven't rooted for you in this game, but now I will. Get that type.
I figured you'd like that.
0-1's got one. Yeah, 0-1's got one hell of a production, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Well, anyway, he's relevant in the plot just to kill Kazari, and I'm happy about that.
Not even that, because this is one of those boss fights you can be anybody in. So.
As far as this playthrough, he's the one killing Kazari, and that means he's the best in my book.
Yeah, it's so sad. Like, not counting New Game Plus, you get to use 0-1 in a grand total of 3 boss fights. And that's it.
Yep. And maybe one area of trash mobs, really.
So, it's definitely a big shame, but,
Such an absolute waste, too. He's got style.
oh yeah. I love Metal Cluster Hopper.
I hate Kazari, so... Shouldn't swear too much, should I?
Oh, it's fine. We're all adults here.
I hate... Okay, I hate him so fucking much. If there were one thing in O's that had no upside, it would be Kazari. Literally none.
I mean, Dante didn't have an upside at all either.
Listen, we hate Date, but I don't see anybody defending Kazari, is the thing.
I can think of at least 2
don't.
people.
Oh, I hate them.
I am so sorry you hate 2 of our co-commenters so much.
Oh. Now I have to curse them for life.
Yeah, it's a
I'm
thing.
gonna go join Shocker.
Oh my.
This is the kind of thing that ruins a person. I don't know what any of that meant. But that's pretty sick. All that style and he doesn't get to show off.
Yeah. It's clear,
And
0-1's got style.
don't come back.
You are just as much a victim as this as anybody else, Kazari.
There's always no victim.
Not at all.
Oh hey, dumb puppy.
Oh, you've been here a while. Anyway. Yeah, we're here with the we're sweeping up the greed. I don't think we finish all of them in this little run, but you know, close enough. Let's take out the trash first.
Yeah, she completely lost the plot midway through. I kind of liked her at the start.
So okay, yeah, now we've got the best greed.
Ankh is the best greed, but I'll give Gemmel second place.
Gamel is the best greed.
Gemmel, whatever. He's second best.
And that's why he gets one of the best finishers.
Bye-bye. His last words were Mazul.
God, that was such a sad scene.
Seriously. It's no good. Kazari was here.
Alright, so here we are. We're at the final stretch of this thing. And yeah, it's weird. Kind of weird. I feel like the game's talking to me. Just me. Because I feel like I've fought this guy so many times. But that can't be
No,
right,
it was only
can it?
like No, it was only like 12 times when you streamed it.
Yeah, I
Long
suppose.
saving the day.
Yeah.
He does not sound like Ankh at all now if I listen closely.
Well, it is a different actor.
Yeah, but not even close. I want to spend perpetual purgatory in sequels, and movies, and specials, and the best boys here.
0-1 is so not in this game that even though there's 3 core energy generators, no one from 0-1 show jumps in to help to finish off the 3rd generator.
Not even his wife.
Does he have one of those?
Well, he has a robot wife. Kind of.
But yeah, okay. Zeus Extreme is now vulnerable. So let's finish this guy once and for all.
Nah, he's got teeth on his crotch.
And we're not going to let Ankh's sacrifice go in vain, so we're being O's for this. Now, there's some weird things I've learned about how this guy works, like that, for example. In what, like, that is such a violation of common sense. Why would you dodge into the laser, you know? Like who would figure to do that? Like,
I'd do it, but I wouldn't expect it to work.
And, you know,
anything goes, you know.
Yeah. And the shockwave you can just jump over, that's fine. But yeah, this is the English version of Anything Goes by Remy Tyndall, by the way, if you want to check him out. He does good English covers.
He's the guy who did those little skits before playing the song, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, his covers were pretty good.
But yeah, he still got the sweep attack from his first form, which, you know, easy to counterattack. And Yeah, you just want to keep poking them as often as you can. These meteor things, you can guard them, but it's easier to just run away. And this move,
Well, why?
go on.
Why block when you can dodge? Go on.
Yeah. When he's charging up like that, if you don't hit him immediately, which, by the way, I didn't even know you could break his guard. I thought you had to wait him out before. He'll release this dome attack. So good. He'll release this dome attack that does a lot of damage, but fun fact, if you... That dome, even though it's a dome, it's still a shockwave move, so you can jump over it if he lets it out.
Yeah, even though it looks like you shouldn't be able to.
Yeah. But yeah, we're gonna finish this as O's for thematics, and if I wanted to cheese this fight, I would literally just fly constantly and spam the roar attack, but we're not about that life, so...
Really? I would be.
Yeah, I know you would be.
So you've got the infinite time thing going, right? What do they call it? EX gauge?
Yeah,
No, not
because it's the final fight. Like, I am justified in showing it off, and plus, it's not like I'm using it to do cheese tactics. I'm playing legitly, so.
Though it's strange that you don't get that for free. You'd think you would.
Right. And then, you know, this lightning attack still frickin' sucks, and I hate it. Better hope you get lucky on its pattern.
You know, Anki and Kirihiko are literally dying, but I'm not going to bust out my final form. I can't be bothered for this fight.
Well, according to this game, the final form is Putotaira, so...
I know that, but I mean normally, it won't last. Like, final form should be like the default for this.
Yeah. But they don't want to give you too much power, I suppose.
I guess. Who won't Dio end up voicing? He's everywhere.
Right.
Nice air.
Right? I have no idea what happened with the physics engine there. But let's end this.
Boo, the swing is better.
I don't think they were gonna do the, like, 1 million cell metal swing in this game.
No, you could have a weaker version.
Finally, it's over.
Winded. Hey, bye, Zeus, you were a weirdo.
How?
Self-destructing all the core energy.
But, like, how would he do that?
I mean, he's the administrator.
Oh, hello.
No, it's this thing.
So yeah, for anyone who didn't see it coming before, here's our twist for the game.
Don't worry, it really doesn't make sense even in context. Which is why I had an entirely different personality than I did. Don't question it. Don't question the memory blocks.
That is the lamest motivation I've heard in a long time.
Foundation X anything is the lamest motive.
Like, why couldn't they just have her say that she wanted to rule the world? You know, like, that would make sense.
Else. Also, like, I was just using you in your research. Yeah, and he was glad to give it to you. Why'd you stab him in the back? He would have helped you with this fight,
Right.
dumbass.
But yeah, no, like, I'll stand atop this nothing organization that never achieved anything and is a complete joke. Like,
I am also now literally just a jank greed that needs to eat things forever to survive. This is truly the apex of humanity. Yeah, she'll take what's left of his core energy now that he was on the verge of death. Why aren't you eating the other pillar back there? This doesn't make any sense. It's not like she's eating the memory he's using. She's just eating him.
Yeah.
I don't get it. Yes, I'll take the corpse instead of one of the towers.
Her aura is a pretty cool effect, though. I actually do like that.
Yeah, it's the only good thing, though. Also, yeah, see, I clearly had a distinct personality separate from her, but the implication is that she was actually I the whole time and influencing everything that happened.
They're not very concrete on
This
it
just comes
either.
out of nowhere.
They leave it like... Because, like, either interpretation works, is the weird part.
Yeah, because there's so little information. It just doesn't really make sense. It's so weak. It's such an unnecessary twist, and it's executed so poorly. Like, wouldn't it have been way more sensible if Zeus just died on his own, and then she showed up and went, I know I shouldn't have expected anything, and then ate him?
Yeah, pretty much.
Like, instead, she killed him for no discernible reason. It only left her in a worse position. Time to blow her away.
Time for the final request. Now, count up your sins.
Oh, wow, that's a long list. Hold on.
But alright, let's do this. Ida, you're going down.
You know, unlike the Greed, she can't, like, take a human form. Why would she want this life? What is there to gain?
So, as you might have guessed, this fight is basically a souped-up version of the Muchiri boss fight from earlier in the game, and, you know, in that sense, this fight's actually a lot of fun. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, if we just ignore the plot surrounding it.
Yeah. But yeah, a couple new attacks like this laser one, for example. But,
Bullet hell in my Kamen Rider?
But other than that, it's basically just the Machiri fight, but everything hurts twice as hard. So.
But twice as flammable.
Oh yeah. Heat Trigger is the best armor break for a reason.
Trigger anything is the best form.
Not really.
I'll fight you.
Okay, I'm just saying in terms of tier, you're actually wrong on that, you know, so.
Here.
Welcome back to Memory of Heroes, not Dream Sword. Yeah. That's what this game's called, right? Memory of Heroes.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. Why are you here? What? Huh?
Yeah. Don't know. I think it's something up to do with a funnel. I don't know.
But Uval doesn't have any funnels.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess you could argue he's got fins, but those are more like pincer things. But yeah, hi Androzani. so you know, this is New Game Plus, which is why we have Muchiri, and yeah, yeah, I could have ended the fight right there, but you know, you gotta have fun with your food a little bit.
Yeah.
So what else are you bringing us to the table here, Andrzani?
Other than I noticed that the bad guy in this game, Zeus, doesn't have a 0-1 themed form, despite 0-1 being in the middle of the game's poster and being the only character in the game with his original voice actor. Actually, I just generally thought to myself, what form would he have if he had a 0-1 based monster form? And the results were interesting.
Oh.
Since in 0-1, the monsters that humans transform into are raiders, which are basically just riders, only they lean more into the whole animal motif than the armored warrior motif. Even they pretty much always about fail based off an animal, and since Zeus is the god of thunder, I figured that whatever raider form he'd have would have some kind of electric powers. So that left me with either the Hornet, whose ability is thunder, or the Giraffe, whose ability is electric. And since the Hornet's key is already canonically being used by Valkyrie, that just leaves his 0-1 themed form as a giraffe. Then I realised that's probably why he didn't go for one.
That just made me imagine Zeus, but with like a hilariously long neck, and you have to fight him. Like, that would be amazing. They should have done that.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Why didn't they do that? Come on. Embrace it, guys. Embrace it.
Yeah. I mean, if anyone's going to comment that giraffes can't be threatening, I'll point out that Saber had a duck monster and he was pretty terrifying.
I mean, if anyone who thinks giraffes can't be threatening, they've never played Pokemon. Just saying.
Yeah. Oh, it's a big stock for this moment. I still insist that's one of the most bizarre belt jingles ever.
I just really love that the 0-2 becomes his scarf. I think that's really freaking cool.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's the best way to end any fight, is it's high quality.
Yeah.
So, man, my memory fails me constantly nowadays. Huh. But were you around when we talked about, like, Eternal and stuff? I forget.
No, I was just... No, I was watching a video and I didn't have much to say over a comment on another character from a different show who I felt similarly about, whose only real connection to Eternal is that the guy who voiced him also voiced Eternal in this game.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Yeah, for Eternal, I don't really see him as a kind of... I see him as just another slightly tougher villain for Double to defeat.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, I think he's like one of the few... And my main experience with him was in a 3-part episode of Zeo focused on movie riders, where he was the only one with his original actor, or the only bad guy. They also got the original actor for Aqua to come back in the same 3-parter. Everyone else is just in suit or played by someone else.
Ah. By the way, I had no idea that you could actually hit him while he's charging up his Hadouken. I learned that recently, and it makes this fight even easier than it already was.
Yeah, that just reminds me of the final battle of 0-1's movie, where they attack the bad guy while he's performing his finishing move.
Nice.
With a double rider kick.
So, you know, if there's one thing I've learned that's another consistent mechanic in this game, other than that dive kicks are projectiles for some reason, it's that if there's a move a boss has where they're like charging up a super ultimate big bang move, don't like try and be smart and dodge it or prep for it or anything like that. No, just run up and punch them. Works great. Like, why don't they just do that in the show? Like, come on.
Yeah, I think there's one episode of the Sentai series Car Range where the monster boy keeps preparing his attack, but the attack name is so long that by the time they kill him by the time he's finished.
All right, so time to fight Ada.
Yeah.
As
The
you might
bees,
have,
my god.
as you might have guessed. Oh, by the way, Androzani, your favorite form gets to really shine in this fight. Anyway, but as you might have guessed, this is pretty much a souped-up version of the Muchiri fight that we did earlier. And you know, in that sense, I actually think this is a really fun fight. I do. It's very fast-paced, and it keeps you on your toes without feeling cheap, like Zeus Extreme does. So. So, you know, what has been your overall thoughts on this game so far, Androzani?
Well, I'd say it looks like a fairly good game for what it's worth.
Yeah.
However, I like the fact that they decided to create Muchiri. It's a neat concept.
Oh yeah. And I think they chose the correct toy exclusive one to do as well, because Muchiri, or Mukachiri rather, definitely has the most unique design out of all the toy exclusive combos.
Yeah.
That said, Shigazeshi won. Come on. Which, by the way, I listened to all the jingles recently for. But yeah, when she's doing the laser move, you can, if you manage to hit her while she's doing it, it'll armor break her. And that's why Shouta really comes in handy, because it has the longest poke range out of all of Oza's forms. So. But yeah, I listened to all the jingles of the toy exclusive forms recently, and it's very interesting just how different they are from all the other jingles. You know, like the official ones. Like, they went out of their way to make it unique. High effort.
Yeah, they gave Mukachiri a Flight for Bumblebees-esque one. They gave Sarameo a rock-based one that wouldn't be able to place on a Beach Boys album.
Right. But the best will always be Return to Monkey.
Yeah.
And I have no idea what happened there. Like, I think I phased, like, directly under her, so I just carried her, and then her hitbox forced me back to the ground. Weird. So, please keep doing this. Everyone doubted Shouta's power, but here it is in all its glory. This is why I chose you for this part specifically. By the way, if they're, like, as good as Brock Hawani is in this game, its switch in attack really sucks. It does. Like, if it moved even a little bit faster, it'd be okay, but as it stands now, it's probably the worst switch in attack that Oz has.
No wonder AG hates snakes so much.
Right.
Just one combat use them is damn near ineffective.
This is also, I gotta say, this is actually one of the few songs on the soundtrack that, like, really actually stands out to me. Because, like, overall, the soundtrack in this game is okay. Like, it does its job. It's definitely obvious they wanted people to buy the anime soundtrack version of the game, but that one I didn't have the money for, so we've got the basic version. And yeah, they did good on the final boss theme. The other song that I really like from this game is actually the forest theme. or the simple one. That's like doo 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 doo. That one, yeah, I like that one a lot.
Yeah, but me personally, I just generally don't particularly pay much notice to video game themes unless I stumble upon them on YouTube.
Gotcha.
Who like, it just led to me discovering themes like Old Aperture, about Memory Link theme from Black and White, Pokemon Black and White 2.
Well, if you ever need recommendations for good video game soundtracks, I got your back. Trust me, I'm loaded with that stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, I love the guard command so much. You just don't have to care. But alright, let's put this lady to rest forever. And in the best way I can think of how.
Yes, we use the one format that doesn't have a sound in the in Oz's is dinosaur axe thing.
Right.
Yep.
Because Tajidor ate I remember everything now. Alright. I don't know how the heck this dude got time vent powers, but I just gotta make my way back to him. And I gotta make sure to kill him hard enough that he can't do it again. This mission should be simple. I've done this all before. Should be simple, clean, easy. Although I apparently can't perfect dodge this attack anymore. That hand slap attack from Taboo. That's concerning for this timeline. There we go. Let's get this over with. Keep summoning villains from my past to delay me? Well, I'm sorry, Ada, Zeus. You're only delaying the inevitable. See, you can throw all these repeat bosses at me, but I've leveled up. I still don't even need upgrades to take these guys, especially with all these new forms. Yeah, I think I'll save upgrade showing off for when everything's said and done. Because I feel like if I had done it now, people would say, "Oh no, you still can't win because you needed upgrades. It was just a fluke that you did no damage all those other times." Well, I'm here to prove my mettle. Although I don't know if you guys noticed, but I had just a sliver less EX gauge than what I needed there to do the finisher, so I got to do one more round on her. But it'll be fine. It'll be fine. We can do this. There we go. Let's end this. Like, she went flying, dang. Alright. One down. Okay. Terra Dragon again. Not gonna play it nearly as safe as I did last time either. Gonna try and be a little bit more aggressive. Try and be a tiny bit more stylish, because as we deduced before, it's really not that bad. And plus 2, I will fully embrace Gun. Especially if he's going to get caught on a rock like that. But, you know, in the interest of fair play, I inch a little bit off it, you know. It'll be fine. Be great. Wait for my gauge to come back up. Here we go. Oh, man, I love Luna Joker. Just, where's the Seiho Luna Joker at? I need it. But yeah, can you see why Cyclone Joker is one of the best trigger forms? Heck, one of the best forms in this game. You just have rapid fire piercing shots. It's so good. Mobility and range, thank you. Yeah, no need to do a finisher on this thing. Gotta save it for who's next. Alright. Weird that he gets up from a hurt position despite not having ever fought us in a base form. He just goes straight to rage mode. Whatever. So, I don't think I'm going to try and fully cheese him again this time. I'm going to try and be a little bit more fancy and aggressive than I was before. Just for the sake of you all watching. That said, though, it's still very dangerous to get close on that, so I'm still going to try and, like, not as from far away as I did, but still going to keep a little distance, you know? Because, like, look at this. This is ridiculous. This is why we have gun. And plus, he teleports anyway. Come at me. I think for his, like, dark Kamehameha there, you have to be, like, right up on him and dodge in order to get the counterattack bonus. Although I'm not entirely sure. You gonna do anything, dude? You done? Okay. Man, the bullets track for a long time. I love it. Come at me, bro. That's all I need. Alright, almost armor broken. Here we go. Now, let's end this. And now to double kill him, because hey, you never know, maybe he's drawing power off all these cronies he's revived, right? Core energy's crazy thing. Maybe part of that research was how to affect time streams. I don't know, dude. Stuff's crazy. So just to clean up every loose end... And, you know, I don't want to drag the others into this either, because, like... You know, bad enough I'm getting time looped and turned into different people every time, you know, like... Just... I can't bring the others into this. Gotta do it myself. Alright, Ada, let's end this here and now. You and me. I don't know how many times I gotta prove my superiority, but we're doing it. Come at me, Toro, Toro! Here we go. Ah, the drones. They don't reach far enough because I don't have the upgrade. That upgrade is so good. Well, whatever. Don't need them. But yeah, no, I'm glad I friggin' got my memories back finally. Friggin', you know, just it makes playing this way easier. First of all, this fight's a lot more better to handle, obviously, when you got experience. But two, like, man, I was going through some weird moods. Like, man, I came this close to like begging for subscribers and comments and likes and stuff. Like, just no, gross. Never let me do that, guys, please. Just, ugh. There was so many different moods. Just, man. Oh man, even in terms of armor break, the switch and attack for Rising Hopper doesn't do crap. It's a shame. But, whatever. Now, while 0-1 does have some long-range pokes, it's not really worth it. Like, the best one I could think of are all, like, singular hit ones, unlike O's and Double that have multi-hits. So 0-1, unfortunately, we just gotta play even more patient. So, sorry if I'm a little quiet during this, but, like, I really want to do this right, and I am so sick of this lady messing with me, my thoughts, my timeline. Get the hell out of here. Oh, not even that great of a villain to begin with. Like, who gave you all this power? Seriously. Oh, I love Flight. Lets you get away with so much. Come at me. But yeah, piddly armor break on Rising Hopper. Whew. I'm mainly just trying to style now, cause like, you know, I gotta prove a point. This chick can't take me. No matter what trick she throws, I'm gonna overcome. With all the style and grace I possibly can. So with that, let's end her with the least stylish finisher in this game. No more time travel for you! There. Done. Oh no, I can feel it. Maybe I can't do this alone after all. Well, next time, I'll be ready for you, Ada. Bring it on. Everyone give me your energy!
Yeah.
No.
I'm raising my hands.
Alright. So, I've done it. I've done it, guys. I have deduced what the problem is. We need to take down every timeline variant of these big bads, because you see, if you remember, Zeus is making digital, like, time clones of everybody. So, if I just clear out all of the core energy on this entire island, there's no way he can reset everything back. So I'm just gonna go through and slaughter everyone. And I need your guys' help.
Why did you need energy from Maki?
I don't need energy from Maki, I need to kill Maki. There's a difference.
Slaughter
The
everyone.
hero of the game has to kill everybody? Is that where we're at for the finale?
Yes.
Okay,
like it.
cool. That makes sense.
Entirely, unless there's massive trauma inflicted on the protagonist. In some way.
So everyone is here. This is awesome. Thank you all for making the time to be here. And I need to borrow all of your energies to complete this task.
Okay, I will end my pun energy.
Okay, I'm
Now
disabling
go show
half
Barney,
your
now go
forms.
show Barney how much you love him.
Yo ho hoy.
So yeah, this is it, guys. This is gonna be the final bout, win or lose, live or die. So if you have anything you want to say or you want to do or anything you want to get off your chest or whatever, like now's your last chance.
I'll
It
just
is
say
the
that
shit
I don't
villain.
appreciate that you said live or die, like die is the bad outcome. I don't appreciate that. I feel attacked.
I mean, to be fair, you do hate all things Kamen Rider, so like, why are you even here?
I do. I'm here to not get the jokes. I am the human representation of that Captain America I get that reference meme. That's my role on this 7-member
Yeah.
recording.
We
is
also-
to be the one who doesn't get any of the anime references or Nickelodeon jokes or whatever. Just I don't get them.
We also did
You are a
establish that you're the
sad,
school bully,
scornful
so
man.
I'm sorry. What was the last one?
we also did establish that you're the school bully, so you know.
Oh yeah, that's true too.
Time to break
this
the
is all
budget.
nerd stuff. I don't get nerd stuff.
Yes.
Wow, you just slid
I guess you
through
could say
him.
Dr. Mackey has gone extinct.
I wish. But no, I'm sorry. His name's not Maki. It's Dinosaur Greed. That's his full name. My bad.
The joke still works.
By the way, one little fun tech I learned about the Maki fight that I actually mentioned it earlier. It's another universal mechanic I never knew about until this playthrough. If there is an attack where a boss is like charging up and it's like a big super move, just punch him. Don't wait for it. Just punch him.
Oh yeah.
So
Time
You can
to fight
interrupt
the
them that
bee.
way.
yep.
Kamen Rider the Bee.
I also saw you block that huge attack where he blew the laser all across the
Yes,
stage.
Yep.
Wait, I'm thinking, isn't Muchiri's consciousness the same AI that's been helping us since we got here? Why are we fighting? Shouldn't we be trying to reason with her?
No, this is another Muchiri, and we need to kill this one to get to the other
Oh
one.
no, not another.
Yes.
Besides, it wasn't the AI. It's very convoluted and stupid.
yeah.
That's like Kamen Rider.
Yeah.
Exactly.
No, even for Kamen Rider, it's
Yeah, there are
stupid.
so many. Yeah,
But we all love this franchise for
a
a
wise man
reason.
once said there are so
Except
many
I.
spin-offs I can barely keep track of the main series.
Yes, welcome to Kamen Rider, where you have to watch 50 billion V-cinemas and extra cameos in other shows just to get the full story.
I would
And
phrase
even
that
then,
as
sometimes you might not
to
get proper
watch.
closure.
You get to watch
Heroez.
them. It's a
Yeah.
benefit.
I mean, like this Mutiri, he's from the manga spin-off, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Don't forget about the Netflix adaptation, though.
I really do gotta wonder, speaking of adaptations, like, if this game ever got a novelization, because some video games do, like, how would that even work? Because this game's basically a movie as it is, so, like,
It worked very poorly.
Like a 13-hour-long movie, but yeah.
Very short.
yeah.
Before we
Maybe
get along,
like, we arrive on the island,
we just tell the
and
story
then we
from
win.
His perspective, but for free riders.
Because, like, if this game got a novelization, would they just be like, screw it, and just cut out 01 entirely, because he's basically not here anyway?
Probably.
I mean, they could get him. They could introduce him pretty early on, and like some some Magia as bosses. I don't know. Aren't like novel-only fights a big thing too?
Yeah.
True.
The eye of the tiger in the thrill of the fight, rising up to the
God.
challenge of survival.
I thought
block.
sounds of our rivals, but okay.
What? Ko suggested Ko-san suggested we sing on this last installment, so I took him at his advice.
Yes, we have to sing.
Oh no, we don't. We do not.
We most certainly don't have to say.
Well,
Not
not
to mention
happening.
1, 2, and 3 lessons on anything that's coming up.
Yo ho hoy. That's my singing. Yo ho hoy. That's it. That's the most
So-
you can
It's like following the entire series. It's an option.
Survival mode.
Max!
The thing we never really see.
So, The quickest way to kill everyone on the island is to go into survival mode, so that's what we're doing. And we're going to do extreme mode.
Survive.
And we're going to be 0-1 because, you know, I haven't been 0-1 a whole lot. And I also want to show off one of the deceptively best accelerators in this game, which is World's Best Boss. Yeah.
Oh, yes, absolutely.
The best accelerator is Million Colosseo, and you can't change my mind.
That makes sense in name. I mean, 0-1 did manage to survive a vote of no confidence, but he couldn't survive a corporate buyout.
So
I mean, I get it. 0-1's kind of a lightning bruiser glass cannon, but at the same time, it's like, bruh, that's all you give him, extra defense.
well, you see, here's the thing about that. Pay attention to the health bar for whenever I get hit. That's all I'm gonna say. So, yeah.
But you haven't gotten hit yet. You're doing a bad job at that.
I know, right?
Yeah.
I should just be
First
standing
fight in
still.
Survival mode is 0-1 versus a biting shark.
Right? I wish his other base forms were in this game. That'd be great.
Like W got 8, O's got what, 20?
Something like that, yeah.
0-1, and everyone else only has like 3 or 4. Discounting final forms. And XL gets nothing. XL and Birth get nothing.
Excel
Okay,
actually
hold
gets
on.
some of the best form changes. I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
XL only gets 2.
Yeah,
but he
that's
still
all
gets
he
more than
needs.
like he still gets more than like the other characters.
Yeah.
Very true.
Like
It's time
we can
to
all
play,
agree the worst
like
character to play
reject.
as in this game is Proto Birth, right?
Yeah.
I'm
Fruitlessly.
sorry, but I
And-
don't like the way that the dragon, the Terror Dragon looks. It just looks so weird.
It looked
like,
weird in its home
yes.
show too. Did you not see its CGI model?
Yes, I did.
This thing
That's the same
basically
thing
looks
with
like
the
a trash Colossus from Shadow of the Colossus.
Yeah.
Kind of what it is.
Here I am
Yeah.
thinking.
I'd
it
make a
looks
joke
like
that
someone
nobody
made their
told
own
me
custom Lego
something was in
mini
this
pig.
game, but I have no idea what that resembles enough to make me make the joke.
It just looks like someone made their own badly custom minifig for Lego.
They put the back legs backwards.
Oh, heck yeah, going for my favorite 0-1 form.
I know, right? It can do the teleport.
Lego Kamen Rider when?
The teleport attacks in this game are so useful. I love them.
I know, right?
Quickly, destroy the headdress, then he'll be powerless.
Right?
Yeah. Yes,
But no, I'll
destroy
just
his
spam
fashion
bits.
sense.
It's fine.
Make him into Aruto. Destroy his fashion sense.
This looks like an attack that you would have in Zone of the Enders too.
Right?
Admittedly, I do kind of wish 0-2 got finals.
So, I got hit there. Look at
You
my
saw
health bar.
that absolutely no damage that you received.
Yeah, that's World's Best Boss. It makes you basically unkillable.
World's
So,
Best Boss, more like Unga Bunga.
pretty
Or
much.
you could have
Yeah.
Infinity Edge.
Yeah, that's another way to be unkillable. But yeah, the description is very deceptive. All it says is defense up large, so your initial reaction is, well, that sounds like crap, what the hell? But no, it's amazing.
Yeah, I also don't know that I love the idea that the thing that makes him the world's best boss is being super defensive. Like that, I
Same.
find that troubling.
Same.
I mean, there is something to be said for not losing your nerve, right?
No, but that's a bad attribute for a boss to be incredibly defensive. That's terrible.
Well, no, actually, it is
What did you
pretty
say
good because
about me?
if you
I'm
cannot
sorry for
damage the
that.
boss,
Yeah.
So he went from me not quite the final boss to a load of henchmen. Kind of like the ending of Super Mega Force.
Yeah.
Except a load of
haven't
legends
seen
don't
many
know
Power
with
Rangers seasons, I'm
Chillis.
sorry. All I know is Jungle Fury has an amazing theme song.
It does.
It
Hey,
does?
Terry had a great plan that I thought of.
What?
Well, that was Megaforce, but you know.
Shush.
Power Rangers
So you can
has
spread the
had,
bet
what,
between the two
3
different
failed
targets.
Titans? You want to see Kamen Rider at some point? I want to see cards again.
Oh man, you're
Once
gonna
you
trigger
card-
so many
cards.
people with that.
Give me a card gimmick. card gimmick, but make it like a TCG sword.
Oh, card. I thought you said car, and I was like, oh no.
No. No, no,
Oh,
no.
cards. Okay, I thought you
Yeah.
said cars. I'm all like,
Yeah, that's what I heard.
I'm like, what? Do you want us to have like a car that we can only park, like, and not actually use?
Yes. Yes. My favorite Kamen Rider.
Parking
Decade uses
Rider.
Cars. Choo choo.
I
Yeah,
love
he turn like he has a special ability where he summons like a mom van that runs over the enemies.
That'd be
Yes.
amazing. That's some Carter shit right there.
That would be his
This isn't
finisher.
Drive.
It's just like the Trider on finisher, except it's like base form only.
Oh man, I think I can barely see some orange there on your health bar.
I know, right?
Really. I will admit, I do like how they made the thing like the health is like a cyan, but then you have like orange red for like damage. I'm like, that's nice.
That's
Feels like
green,
it's-
homie. I don't know what you're talking about, but okay.
It looks like cyan to me. Sorry, bud. It looks like
Okay.
a turquoise
All right, you might
For
want to
the
get your
enemy
eyes
health
checked,
bar.
but like, sure.
for the player health bar. For the player health bar.
Yeah, in the upper
It
left
looks
corner.
like cyan.
Yeah, that's green.
No, it looks like cyan to me.
Okay, if you say so.
I'm wondering what part
Buddy, I
of
swear.
said bees and whatever the third one was allow them to roll. Allows Muchiri to roll.
You know, by the way, we're fighting Muchiri. While editing previous parts, I've actually grown to really like Muchiri's design a lot more because, you know, at an immediate first glance, you're like, oh, well, why is the core metals purple, yellow, and silver when Muchiri is all yellow? But if you take the time to look at the model, actually, there are pops of purple and silver all over it. They're just a lot more subtle than what the yellow is. And I think it's actually a really cool effect.
Real good
Yeah.
Why you
design.
didn't like Muchiri's
I'll
design
be there
initially?
when you look closer.
It's not that I
Does it
didn't
like-
like Muchiri's design, it's just that I thought it was just like, oh, okay, well, that's kind of basic, but, you know, on closer look, it's pretty nice.
Excuse me. Clearly, you have no appreciation for fusion monsters.
I mean, I guess.
New
Old
drinking
man
game.
Pete would like to talk
Every
to
time you
you.
hear metal rise.
Random, but
They gotta be
Maturi
fighting.
looks like a transformer to me.
What?
He looks like a Beast Wars guy for sure.
Yeah.
Heroez!
Sure, I guess. As someone who's never seen
Lol.
Beast Wars.
Get out of here.
I mean, thank you, Transformers fandom, I gladly will.
Yeah, I've only seen a couple of clips myself.
I
bet I've seen more
some
clips from Beast
DVD.
Machine.
What are you guys doing?
I don't know what. I mean, I like robots in disguise, the anime, decently enough.
Hmm.
So I'm not against Predacons as bad guys.
Time to fight a mummy, a jellyfish, and piranhas.
Yeah. Don't you
This
do that every
sounds
day?
like the beginning of a bad joke.
I mean, most Kamen Riders sound like the beginning of a bad joke, and then you watch them and you're like, wow, they actually pulled it off. Okay. Well,
A hobo walks into a security office and gets a job.
yeah.
What happens? He ends up befriending a birdman and then losing him and going on an endless search
Yeah.
that they won't ever bring closure to.
Yeah.
The one thing I'll say about beginning Kamen Riders, you can't say anything does not look like a Kamen Rider when Hibiki exists.
Yeah.
True. I actually like the Hibiki designs.
Oh, yeah, they're great.
I'd
Yeah.
love for them to go for something
I
out
like
there.
armed Hibiki.
No. Worst final form.
Listen, we do not need to bring up this trauma again.
Admittedly, I do kind of like Relays.
He seems alright so far.
He does. I don't know if anyone else here has seen the images.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I saw the couple little tiny images from posters and whatever leaked stuff. I like. I mean, I came in through Xade, so like, a lot of pink in a Kamen Rider design is pretty cool with me. I always wonder how much of this is like the suit we're going to be seeing all the time versus something that maybe gets eliminated pretty quickly in favor of a million upgrade forms or whatever.
At the
All I
same
know is
time,
that the second guy
looking at
isn't
Saber-
the secondary rider, since he's not due to show till November, which is about 8 or 9 episodes in.
At the same time, looking at Saber, Saber's base form is used pretty often into the late stages of the show.
They do a lot of weird juggling with Saber's forms, like, in general, so I wouldn't be
think it's
surprised if they
bad
did
thing, though.
something with Revice. Speaking of Revice, though, here's the controversial opinion. Is he, like, pink and blue or orange and green?
I'd say from the more common color, I'd say from the more better shots, I'd say he's probably blue and pink. It was probably just the lighting. Considering in a darker lighting, he's probably looking orange and green.
Yeah, I only ever saw him his pink and blue. I can't see the orange and green that people talk about.
He's
I
teal
saw
and
him,
maroon.
I saw him
I
as
see
pink
purple accents on his shoulders and whatnot.
confirmed genuine photo of him holding up a Megalodon bottle.
Yeah. You mean stamp? His gimmick seems to be stamps.
Yes, Decayed Shark.
That still makes no sense.
Yeah,
Shark.
wouldn't Spies make more sense as shark-themed item, since Spies is based off a shark?
Right.
No. Watch, guys.
Both
Spies
of
is
them
gonna be a
make
bear.
This final boss guy being level 3.
Yeah, and he still takes forever to kill.
And he's fat and slow.
But now, see, my theory is that this
Final
is where the
boss.
real Zeus has been hiding the whole time. So we're gonna end him so that way he can't reset time anymore.
Impressive.
Ah, of course.
Where's Odin?
Yeah, he's using the power of Chronos, the
However-
god of time.
Yeah.
However did you get so galaxy brain enough to figure out this plan?
Having to go through it about 10 times. That's how.
I see.
Probably a ton of sticky notes, too.
Yeah.
A ton of
Punch
sticky
for the
notes.
balls.
Don't forget about writing in blood the coordinates and messages.
Yeah.
His health bar is just gaudy. What is ridiculous?
Yeah.
How far is
It's like almost as wide as the screen.
large? No. Imagine if the health bar just covered the entire screen.
I wouldn't doubt them doing
Like
that,
Luke.
honestly.
Ammunition! Trapped on the edge of an endless game. His teammate life will never be the same.
Oh, screw you. 1 pixel.
Should have kicked.
Kill him with a kick. Kick him.
I mean, here's something we
In
never
my
talked
face.
about. You don't want a rider kick when the opponent has armor because then you do no damage. Period.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Building
no,
the
I'm
armor.
saying like, get the armor down.
Where the guy activates a
Metal
card that would take out both him and the bad guy, and at the end of it, after the guy who activates it seemingly died from it, turned out the bad guy had hung on by giving himself 1 extra life point by sucking the memories out of his human partner.
Yep. Lightning.
Yep.
Won that duel. He won that duel. He cheated, but he won.
Yeah, but then he still died anyway by letting Bone absorb him.
Yeah, I'm not a huge fan of Brains. But then again, I never really watched it that much. I don't really watch that much Yu-Gi-Oh! I say as I've seen the entirety of Zale.
There. Stay out of my life forever. God.
Oh my god.
Die, monster.
And now it's
You
time
don't
for the
belong
final
in the
battle.
world.
And now,
Muchiri.
here's the original Muchiri body, which is where Ada is drawing all of her energy from. So we're going to get rid of this so that way she can't time vent anymore.
Yeah, let's get rid of the worst friggin' boss in Kamen Rider.
I mean, I would still say that's Orochi because they're defeated entirely off screen.
Yes, but I mean in terms of sensible plot and unlikability.
I would say that's Kiria.
Since when has Kamen Rider had sensible
Did you
plot?
just elevate Kiria to boss status?
Are you telling me he wasn't the most like challenging part of that fucking watch.
He's the worst, but he's not a boss. He has no authority.
Yeah, he's less.
For a
He's
second there, I
less
thought you guys were
Gary
talking about
Oaken,
my fake
Oaken
theory, and I'm
more,
just like, huh?
more for me.
He's more mini boss, to be honest.
Kyrie is like that one antagonist who survives until the very end, and they tease you by showing you a moment where he could die, but he doesn't, and he survives, and he keeps on going, and you hate him even more.
Yep.
You know, one person is the guy who, if you were both drowning at sea, he'd challenge you to see who could stay up for longest.
Yep.
No, he's the guy who actively drowns you so he can look better for surviving alone.
Okay. One thing I would have loved for them to have done with Machiri is when Machiri does the glowy line attack, I kind of wish they made the B stripes glow.
That would have been
I
neat.
just think that would be cool. Like here, just give me glowy legs.
Sadly, that is above their budget.
Yeah, they don't got the budget for that. This is a low budget game. Sorry to say.
Yeah, with the stock model city.
Yeah,
Then what's a high budget game? Batride Wars?
No.
definitely not.
Like,
Exactly.
okay, like I said, like even though this is like a low rent like game, it's still like leagues above like the Botride War games in terms of quality.
Oh yeah.
Or any of the PlayStation 1 or PlayStation 2 fighters.
I mean,
Yeah.
admittedly.
Or the one on Wii.
The most I know about
goodness.
Batride Wars gameplay is that apparently the boss battle with ground dying and sky dying in the second one is fairly dull.
Wasn't there like that one PlayStation game? It was like. I think it was Agito or something? I don't know.
Resident Evil clone
Oh, yeah.
made by Navia.
Oh yeah, Agito. Agito was the Resident Evil clone.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's like, yo,
So-
it's the only game where you can actually transform it from civilian into Kamen Rider form. And it's like they only let you do that twice in this game, and it sucks.
You know, in a way, this is actually a really good spiritual successor because this is a DMC clone, and this game is basically a spiritual successor to the Agito game, which is a Resident Evil clone.
Yeah.
Now what we need is a Bayonetta clone. Or
So a
How are you
sequel
doing
to this
Dragon
game,
Knight
got
will
it.
be?
and we can complete the trifecta.
Finally.
And now we can go back to the original timeline. Everything all to the right.
When and how? Explain.
Literally never.
Deus Ex Machina!
You mean
I
Zeus
mean,
Ex Machina?
This is something that this game's plot is definitely guilty of. There's like 3 separate times, this time included, where a character is like, oh, I totally explained that to somebody, or oh, I totally laid this trap, and I'm like, where? Like, because...
Yeah, a lot of Kamen Riders tend to have that issue.
A lack of setup, like I once read a fic called Super Sentai vs Power Rangers, and most of its characters aren't really introduced. They're just there in the scene when they need the heroes or the villains to pick them up and take them home.
Yeah, and this scene even more like, this game can't decide whether I is innocent or not. They constantly flip-flop.
It doesn't seem to be any distinction between I and Ada, though.
From the very start, nothing's gonna change that.
Man, you know who would have been really good to explore the whole concept with I and Ada? You know, if we had like a writer that was well versed in androids and AI and stuff, and that he got to do things. That
Yeah,
would be
man.
great, wouldn't it?
It's a shame
What
that
is it,
Kamen Rider
Forza?
Drive
Are you
isn't
talking
in this
about
game,
Forza?
yeah.
Oh, I thought you were talking about Bowser.
Oh, God.
Okay, well, first off, both of them are terrible choices for that, because Thouser, one, he hates AIs, and two, Drive is a bloodlust-filled guy, because like his one advice to like Ghost whenever they have their big team-up movie, which is terrible, but his one advice to Ghost is all like, make sure none of them survive.
Yeah, which was at the same time the Roidmuids were seen as unilaterally evil.
Yeah. But alright. Last ditch effort from Ada to try and kill us. And true to my word, we're being double. So.
I expect some good combos then.
While I do think this fight is very, very fun, it's not very good in terms of combos, unfortunately, but I try. So.
I do like how you just went like, yeah, I hate this attack, stop it.
That's my MO when I play as double. He's got like 3 attacks that let you do that, it's great.
Nice whip.
Oh, you missed.
I know it's maybe a bit of a random thought, but I'm just thinking about how there's one O Space spin-off where you get a set of Legend Rider-based medals for a Legend Tatabar with Habataki as the Hawk, Tiger as the Tiger, and Cougar as the Hopper. I don't know why I talked about that, but I hope it's just from my mind for whatever reason.
What?
Yeah, I'm not sure what I was talking about either.
No, I think he's reacting to something else.
Same. All I heard was words, and I'm just like, what?
This is the greatest contribution that this game ever made, by the way, is this song.
Yes, absolutely.
What, the final boss theme or the boss theme in general?
The song playing right now.
What? I don't have music.
To be honest with you, I'm not that big on female-led theme songs in Tokusatsu.
Oh, over
I
again.
think this is actually pretty good. Not sexist or anything, just a bit of a personal preference.
Wait, Philip's gonna die again? Damn.
Yes.
Wow.
I wonder if someone's actually done an AU of the final episode where instead of reviving Philip, Wakana just takes his place.
Hermaphrodites. It's weird.
So yeah, gonna be extreme for the rest of this fight. Which is actually, like, honestly, if not for Futo Taira being just so broken in general, this would be the best form in the whole game. Because
Wait, I just realized.
Huh.
Your gauge isn't going down. How are you doing this again?
Well, I borrowed all of your energy, so it gave me infinite RP.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. See? Easy.
Oh, no.
So it's thanks to your guys' hopes and dreams in support of this project that I can do this.
Yeah,
I
we're
don't hope a dream.
We're Ultraman.
Buddy.
Yeah.
Okay, where's your golden colored super mode?
Just roll with it.
Oh, you'll see it eventually.
This is the golden colored super mode. Look at him.
Look, you don't get hopes and dreams, you get my seething contempt for this horrible character.
I mean, that's also
Well,
valid.
okay.
Contribute that to this.
Yes. Contribute your anger. Turn into passion.
Our love, our anger, and all of our sorrow.
Hell yeah.
It would be
Our
nice
hopes,
if Domon
our
just
dreams,
swept in and
our
killed
anger,
Skull.
our misgivings. It all comes together to form whatever the heck this fight is.
But yeah, if Cyclone Joker Extreme could fly for some reason in this game, it would be literally no contest. This thing would be unmatched.
Well, I mean,
Well, it can spawn
Cyclone
wings.
Joker Extreme has wings.
Yeah, but we don't get to play as Golden Extreme, unfortunately.
Well, even
That's
normal
dumb.
one can create wings. We see it once.
Well, they don't let you do it in this game, unfortunately.
Yeah, but they should, is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I mean, Double technically controls the wind. He could just fly. He could probably just
Just
fly
surf
anywhere.
on the board. Just surf on the board.
Yeah, man.
Exactly. Use the prison breaker as a surfboard.
Anyone's wondering what that was, I figured that since we weren't going to see a final form, I decided to just play the sound for the only one I have.
I like final form weapons. I think I've said that 50 times.
Final form weapons are good.
They are.
Ugh, you kids and your form changes. Back in my day, a Kamen Rider only had his base set and nothing else. He didn't need special forms and weapons.
You say that when Ichigo has gone through so many fucking design changes, even in his own show.
Yeah.
He says that when original Kamen Riders were literally magic and would just defy reality.
Yeah.
If you want one form
Don't
only
forget
and
that-
nothing else, go
Remember
watch Armor Hero.
Scorpion had a final form, which was an influence on Cross Saber.
I like Cross Saber.
Hey.
Cross Saber is good. Going at me.
This ends the only song on the random release quadrilogy to be over 2 minutes. The other members of the quadrilogy are You Are the Hero from Gaim Gaiden Guidon vs. Bravo, Inside Out Decade version from Decade vs. Zio, and Inside Out Zio version from Zio vs. Decade.
We already wear that form. It's like,
I like how they do this just to add insult to injury. Ada's already dead, and they're like, final form time.
And poor Kirihiko.
Right?
He'll never come back.
At least he was treated better in this game than he was in Double's final stage.
At least
Or
he was,
anywhere else.
at least he was treated better in this game than 01 was.
It's the wind, guys. Woo.
Wait, did Ank die? I must have missed that part.
His body ceased functioning because core energy.
Wings.
We should have done where the O scanner with Ank's voice, like in the final.
and 01 gets fuck all.
Yeah.
Yeah, like this game.
You could have turned into realizing Hopper.
Oh, just wait.
I like to pretend.
And realizing Hopper is just the base form with like silver, I guess.
It's the base form, but glowy.
Yeah.
She's saying this when she wanted to genocide the planet.
Powers.
Yeah.
Shit, villain.
Nah, she realizes she's screwed. She has to bargain.
Yeah.
Well, we have finite
Just
lives.
literally
so
went
we're
into
just gonna be fine.
more better mode.
Authorize. Probe rise.
The sky turns to take off toward a dream.
Zeus.
Hi, Zeus.
I didn't know you were still here.
Barely. And I like that they're playing Realize in the background. Like, yeah, man, wasn't this a great adventure for 01?
I won't let anybody
And
have
then-
eternal life. Why? I don't know.
Here's the thing. Whenever we had like the Kamen Rider movie wars sorts of things, wasn't it always like the predecessor getting most of the spotlight?
No.
I don't
Depends.
know. I mean, this is basically a movie war, so I mean, I guess it makes sense. I think.
No, don't go. Aw.
Come
Go
back.
to the light.
See you later.
Too late. To be seen in another crossover.
Those
film.
core generators are still running. Don't think I didn't see that. Go back.
Show's over, Riders win.
Oh, that was that. I. It took me a sec, but I got that. I got that, Angeloni.
Dear Diary, just like Dido, Ada did nothing wrong.
Oh God.
Well, of course Ada did nothing wrong. This game was written by, Sakamoto.
Yeah.
Zeus is not. Guys, the tower's still there. Isn't it?
Yeah, but the generators are all gone. Allegedly.
Go on.
Allegedly.
Allegedly. But yeah,
Listen,
here's a question. Here's a mystery they never solved for you. Who sent the original email that kicked the whole plot off? And me personally, I think it was Zeus who did it, but you could easily make a case that it was I who sent it in the first place.
I like how one of the two detectives in the game was just like, "Oh yeah, I guess we'll never know."
Yeah.
That's your job.
We'll never know.
Well, don't forget that I actually had no, what do they call it, agency?
Yeah.
Series, and noirs often leave questions unanswered, like how Double itself didn't answer who found Agent X was and what the grand scheme in backing the Gaia memories was.
But who
Money.
hired
The
you
grand
seems like
plan,
kind of
I
a
guess-
basic question for a detective to answer.
It was
I guess
Zeus.
that's-
Nobody else makes sense.
Yeah, Zeus makes the most sense.
I guess Foundation X's
Yeah,
grand plan was
Just created a.
show more toys.
It also
created a
justifies why
whole
Zeus
email
didn't nuke
account.
them.
We can start our own eternity today. Yeah, sure, Aruto.
Not really. The only reason Zeus would let them live for half the game is if he actually did want them to find Ada. So.
Very true.
Also, the fact that he just took the double gear and had it distributed everywhere.
And now, credits.
So
I
that's
expect to see my name on
that's
this. I better see my name on these credits.
that's Kamen Rider Memory of Heroes. So I guess we should all start giving our final words on this project that's coming to a close. So who wants to go first?
Ada sucks,
I
I'm
don't remember our
out.
Heroes. Who are our heroes? I don't have a good memory of them.
Disasters Philip.
I like how the answer to my question was everybody. Everyone wants to go at once.
Oh, hey, Mal was in this game.
Yellow has played all. I'm trying to see who
Yummy.
recognizing the credits. It's Tori from Zexla's Akiko.
So, okay then, I guess I'll be director of this. Androzani, you go first. What do you have to say about this game or the project or whatever?
Well, it's been fun to talk to you people in the flesh, and I finally have some voices to put behind your comments. It's on the forum. So
Oh god, never put my voice behind my post, dude. My voice sucks. Don't do that.
I mean, my voice is okay. I don't know.
Alright, so,
I like this game a lot. It's very fun. It makes me happy. I just like the combos and spamming everything. I'm kind of the guy who will just spam the attack button. It's very fun. This game was a love letter to some shows that I really liked, and one show I've yet to watch. And in many ways, it could have been improved, but overall, I'm very happy with how it turned out, and I want another one. Give it to me, Toei, please.
okay, so Ku took his turn, so, how about you, Ryo?
Ada sucks. This was a mistake. Kirihiko was the highlight.
Fair.
Kirihiko mod. Let's go.
Alright, so how about you, Nico?
I liked it as I haven't watched any of the shows that were in it, but I can definitely appreciate that they actually care to make this game fun and pretty polished in terms of combat. Where it lacked was level design, as in almost non-existent level design. But that can be improved. They have solid foundation when it comes to the gameplay. It very reminds me of the budgety hacky slashes from the PS2 era and early PlayStation 3 before the genre died and then resurfaced 5 years later. So yeah, I enjoyed it, and I do remember it was fun going through it with you the first time we were streaming it.
Oh yeah, that was a blast. All right, so now Die. How about you go next?
Oh, my favorite thing is finding out that Double Fang Joker got unlocked because that's maybe my favorite double form probably.
Uh,
So that honestly, that's a nice reward for me. Yeah, I enjoyed this. I obviously haven't seen Zero One, which turned out to be not that big of a deal because he's not in this game a whole lot.
You should watch it. It's good.
Yeah, I plan to definitely. Otherwise, yeah, this was a blast. It's awesome to be able to get different insights on different people's kind of views of Kamen Rider and the game specifically. I certainly am not nearly as much of a gamer as y'all are. So hearing a lot of like the nitty gritty of it was great. Yeah, this was a really fun experience, and I hope people had a good time listening to it and watching it and commenting on the thread.
Thank you. All right, so that just leaves you, Enchan. What's up?
Well, I already mostly spoke my mind on like what I think of this game in general, like prior, I recall. But
Yeah.
mostly, I just want to say, please let us not regress back into the two stupid arena fighter games we did, because God, that was just terrible. And this was like a breath of fresh air after those. Because like I will tolerate like a bot ride war game if they decide to go back to that for whatever reason. Like I prefer this kind of game, but I tolerate like any kind of game over a arena brawler because like because like the thing is like I would still prefer a game of like this kind of like setup, this kind of like doneness, because like I said before, this is like probably the most high-ranked Rider game in all time, and like it'd be nice if this was their bar for like future Rider games, because it's got a solid setup. It has issues, but you know, it's a fun game. I loved it, and I actually enjoyed like talking to all of y'all and like just getting in on this project, and also like this finally broke the streak of me saying, "Oh, I'm gonna get a microphone," but then I don't. So you know, I'm appreciative for that.
Yay!
All right, so I guess that just leaves me, and I've said it before. I do really like this game. I think it's a lot of fun. It's just the right level of like budget jank PS2 action game. Like Nico, I know you'll love this game if you ever actually get to play it. I know that. And you know, I think it does. Like, it's not perfect, but as like a sort of epilogue or like reunion of both Double and O's, I think it does really work as that. Poor 01 isn't in this game when he should be, but hey, you know. But yeah, it's a great time. It's a great game that you can just sit down and like play for a little bit of a time and just, you know, just kill some time with. It's always great for that. As for, huh?
Oh, sorry. You
I was
go.
gonna say, like,
0-1.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, you also shown that there is a certain degree of skill that you can master with this game, with how it, with the mechanics. So it does have replayability in that regard, and also allows you to play more comfortably on your second go through, compared to how you play it the first time, when they sort of force you into certain forms at random moments.
Yeah. But yeah, as for the project itself, I do want to say real quick to all you guys, thanks, like a ton, for being in this, because to be honest with you, when I first got this idea, I was like, oh, it's just going to be me, Nico, and Ryo throughout the whole thing, and nothing else. Like, that was it. So, even though, like, a lot of other people, I imagine, would be like, oh, well, that sucks, he only got, like, 7 people. Like, no, for me, that was a huge victory. So, yeah, no, thanks a whole ton for giving this the time of day, especially since, at least in Dai's case, he had never done anything like this before, and he was like, you know what, let's give it a shot. So, yeah, I definitely appreciate that aspect as well. So, yeah, thanks a huge ton for that, guys. It meant a lot. It was a lot of fun, and I hope we can continue to be good friends going forward, because y'all are some great people. So,
7 guests, 3 views.
right.
I'll just go ahead and tip in real quick. Big thanks to Dreamsword for putting this all together. This was an amazing project, and it looked like it took 10 to 12 times as much work as I personally put in on it. So that's amazing. Like that is a months of coordination and editing and every part that goes into it. I mean, just getting 7 people together to talk about it for the finale was seemed Herculean. So thank you so much for doing this. Thank you for thinking of it. Thank you for seeing it through. Thank you for always making it fun.
Well,
Yeah,
thank
I
you.
feel like we've all become a little bit better friends, I guess. Like, I know for a fact I never would have been able to, like, put names to people on a forum. But, like, talking to you guys over Discord, I'm like, I could see myself becoming friends with these people.
Sure.
Except that Dream Sword guy. He's kind of a douche. Don't talk to him.
No, you're amazing.
I also have a YouTube channel you could follow. I posted some videos on this thread we've had.
Yeah.
Enchilada, you're amazing too.
Oh, dang. Forward, aren't you?
Well,
Now the series is
Friends-
over, I
friends
return
are
to my normal pastime, finding city fanfics and tearing them apart.
Perfect.
Just don't rip into multiple exposure. It's a great fanfic.
So, with all that said,
Saber 01 crossover.
with all that said, thank you guys for joining. Thanks to anyone who watched. Thanks to the people who participated in the thread. Those activities were a lot of fun. I loved the memes. They were pretty great. And happy 50th anniversary to Kamen Rider. And I don't know what I'll do next, but I hope to see you guys there. So until then.
Yeah. Bye.
woo.
Bye.
Ada's